lesson, I'd like to discuss some of the default parts of the interface that involve using the keyboard. So let's go first to File, Open, and again browse to your Infinite Skills working folder and open the doghouse part. Okay, let's start by pressing Control 1 on the keyboard. Hold down the Control button and then tap 1. Notice this brings us to the front view. Control 2 goes to the back view. Control 3, left view. Control 4 to the right view. Control 5, top. Control 6, bottom. And Control 7 is an isometric. Control 8, we're back to the front view. These control key combinations are called hotkeys, and they are set up by default for many different commands in SolidWorks. From the front view, using Control 1 to get back there, you can hit left arrow on your keyboard, and SolidWorks rotates the view by 15 degrees each time you hit the arrow. Now hit the up arrow. It's the same thing, 15 degrees. And the down arrow allows you to get back. If the model is kind of creeping off the screen a little bit, press the F key on the keyboard. That is zoom to fit, and it centers the model on the screen and zooms it to a size that fits on the screen. You can also press Z. Z zooms out. If you hold down Shift and tap Z, you zoom back in. If you press or hold down Control and press an arrow, that pans the view. Just moves the view from side to side or up and down. If you press Shift arrow, that rotates the view 90 degrees. If you want to get back again to the front view, again, remember Control 1. Alt arrow spins the view around the screen center. So we have combinations of arrows. Control arrows give pan, Shift arrows give rotate 90 degrees, and Alt arrows give rotate around screen center. There are several other hotkeys that are available in SolidWorks, and to see all of the defaults, go to the Tools, Customize interface, use the Keyboard tab, and then in the Show box, click on the drop-down and say Commands with Keyboard Shortcuts. This shows you all of the keyboard shortcuts that are in SolidWorks by default. So just like other Windows programs, the New command is Control-N, Open command is Control-O, Print is Control-P, Undo, Control-Z, Redo, Control-Y. Repeat last command is an important one. That's Enter. Select All, Control-A, Control-X, Control-C, Control-V. All of these Windows standard shortcut keys also work in SolidWorks. You may want to customize some keyboard shortcuts, which we will talk about in a later lesson. Another portion of the SolidWorks default interface is what we call mouse gestures. If you hold down your right mouse button and drag the mouse slightly, you will get the default mouse gesture interface. Notice that this donut is divided into 4 pieces. On the top, you have the top view, the bottom is the bottom view, the left is the left view, and the right is the right view. The way this is intended to be used is with a quick motion. So hold down the right mouse button and drag up quickly for the top view. Hold the right mouse button, drag down quickly for the bottom view. It's intended to be used without seeing the actual interface that comes up. This mouse gesture interface also shows up for sketches, where it's somewhat different. So if I click on a flat face, click on the sketch icon, and then hold down the right mouse button and drag slightly, notice that the wheel now gives me sketching options. These options are all customizable, and the wheel can be divided into 4 or 8 portions. Mouse gesture interfaces are also available for assemblies and drawings. So there are 4 mouse gesture interfaces altogether: parts, assembly, drawing, and sketch. Another part of the default SolidWorks interface that you may be interested in is called the S toolbar, or the shortcut toolbar. To access this, press, you guessed it, the S key on your keyboard. Again, the S key toolbar is different for the 4 different environments: parts, assemblies, drawings, and sketches. By default, this is the S key toolbar that comes up, but this is customizable, and we will talk about how to customize it in a later lesson.